All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. I finally got my computer up and running just a couple of days after the last one decided to just explode. But as a start for the month of November, we actually do have our games for Humble Choice. So what a better way to inaugurate this brand new computer that I bought from Newegg than to run one of my favorite things to post a video for. So as we start off, we see we have a lot of pretty decent games for the entire value already, right? First up, we've got Darktide, Warhammer 40k. This is one of the better older first-person shooter Warhammer games. It is pretty high octane. I don't think it's as good as the newest one that just came out, Marine. But this is pretty good as well. If you haven't actually seen this game, it is many different. You have different classes. It's multiplayer, but you have a story here. Says high-octane hybrid combat. Built on the legacy of Vermintide 2's best-in-class melee combat, Warhammer 40 Darktide introduces intense Warhammer 40k gunplay to the mix. Master the balance between ranged and melee combat as you fight through a slew of enemies. Feel the impact of each swipe, swing, and slice of a chainsword. Or fry some flesh with a las gun. Story is, in the depths of the hive, the seeds of corruption threaten to turn into an overwhelming tide of darkness. A mysterious and sinister new force is seeking to take control of the entire city. It is up to you and your allies in the Inquisition to root out the enemy before the city crumbles to chaos. As Tertium falls, rejects will rise. So it is kind of like a horde shooter. Really kind of cool. It's die alone or suffer together. Darktide's co-op game. Wandering too far, risk punishment by foes looking to immobilize or capture stray rejects, such as the slavering Chaos Hound. I don't think that's it. Or the Mobian Trapper. If once you fall prey to such foes, only your teammates can save you. More than that, your innate toughness, your determination to press on through the pain, only recharges when you are in the proximity of your strike team. So yeah, it is a co-op game. It's meant to be co-op. Anything less is kind of bleh. Create your own unique character and customize their physical appearance, voice, and origin. Choose your class to determine which unique traits and skill sets they will make use of in battle. Will you be a seasoned veteran of the Imperial Army, a snarky outsider, or a fiery zealot? The choice is yours. So you have different classes. It is a class-based shooter. One of the better ones, if I might say. On to the next game. Persona 4 Golden. So this is the upgraded version of Persona 4, which is really interesting. I don't know. Do I have this one already? I'm still trying to download my game, so... No, I have Persona 5 Strikers. Yeah, I do have Persona 4 Golden. So I guess I'm going to give that out to somebody. I was really hoping that it might have been kind of the new Persona 5. That would be really cool, I think. Yeah, excuse me while I go ahead and do that. I know I am unprofessional. I don't get paid for this. But Persona 4 Golden is actually one of the really good games. We've got 3 that just got a reloaded version. We've got 4 Golden, 5 Royal, Metaphor Refantasia, which is awesome. But this is actually pretty good too. Inaba, a quiet town in rural Japan, sets the scene for a budding adolescence in Persona 4 Golden. A coming-of-age story that sets the protagonist and his friends on a journey kickstarted by a chain of serial murders. Explore meeting kindred spirits, feelings of belonging, and even confronting the darker sides of one's self. And as always, you do have romances and friends that will fight with you. With an overall Metacritic score of 93 and a multitude of awards, fan-adored Persona 4 Golden stands as one of the finest RPGs ever made. I mean, all of the Persona games are pretty much top-notch, right up there. delivering an enthralling storytelling and quintessential Persona gameplay. Persona 4 Golden on Steam is best experience with a game controller, obviously. This is the, I guess, quintessential version of it. I do believe I have played the first hour and a half of this game on my channel. I really enjoyed what I played, but at the time, I didn't want to, like, I don't know, full blast myself into it. And so I really did not. Next up, we have Lamplighters League. I'm going to be a little honest with you. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I played on the Xbox when it first came out on the Xbox Game Pass, and I had really high hopes because it's like, oh my god, it's from Paradox, right? And it's gonna, it's gonna be a tactical sort of game. It really does too much stealth. There really is way too much stealth gameplay in this game for me. Right? The characters are unique. They're relatively cool. They have their own little stories with that. It's just the stealth gameplay takes me out. But it might still be good for you. It says, sneak, steal, and shoot your way through a world of pulp adventure in the Lamplighters League. Globetrot across a variety of exciting locales around the world and outwit your enemies in strategic turn-based combat. And, if you play your cards right, you might just save the world. Harebrained Schemes, the creator of Shadowrun Trilogy and Battletech, bring you an all-new world set in alternative 1930s where a tyrannical cult called the Banished Court stands on the cusp of world domination. For millennia, all that stood between this sinister cabal and their plans was a band of heroic scholars known as the Lamplighters League. Unfortunately, the best of the best are all gone, so now it's up to the best of the worst. Recruit a team of misfits and scoundrels with unique abilities and unforgettable personalities, and chase the Banished Court to the ends of the earth in a mix of real-time infiltration, turn-based tactical combat, and a character-driven story of adventure and intrigue. So yeah, the story itself was pretty good. The characters are really well thought out and real well furnished. It is the stealth action I did not like. Next up, we have Cassette Beasts. This was really interesting. I did play a little bit on the Xbox Game Pass when it came out a little while ago. It is not at all what I thought it was. I originally thought it was like a Pokemon clone. It is not. It is. So you do get these little like beings, but you transform into them. And then you can use their abilities in the overworld to solve puzzles and stuff like that. And they're all like cassettes. And you can kind of fuse them and create new things that'll actually get you around to do other stuff. And they're all kind of like cassette plays. Instead of a Pokeball, they're like recordable cassettes. The game itself is relatively straightforward, pretty good. I did want to finish it. I just never really got around to it. I think I hit a spot where I couldn't really figure out what I was doing. And it had to do with one of the monsters I had to capture so that I can gain the ability to do something, and I just never got around to getting it. So I gave up. Haha! Next up, we have The Bookwalker. This is, again, another game that I played on the Xbox Game Pass because I got it for free on there. I mean, it's not free, but I pay for the Game Pass, so. I loved this game. The narrative of this game is out of this world. Yeah. So, it takes place in like two very distinct types of gameplay. So you have like a first-person view, and then it also has this sort of isometric, like RPG sort of point-and-click view, and it really stems itself back and forth quite easily. And the narrative is very, very well done. This chapter here kind of ruined me. It was so sad. And this does kind of make me want to jump back in and play it, but since I'm going to have it now on Steam instead of Xbox. But let me give you a little bit of a little bit of wordplay here. Etienne Quist, a once acclaimed writer, loses his ability to write. All right, it's like a weird dystopian world where like writers are like heralded. After he is found guilty by an unspeakable crime. In an attempt to reclaim his lost status, he is approached by a criminal boss with a cunning offer. All he needs to do is locate and steal a series of legendary items from books. Yeah, so he jumps into books, gets these specific items, and then he can pull them back into reality. Delve into remarkable book worlds, each with its own unique rules and challenges. Should anyone stand between you and the artifacts, be prepared to persuade, deceive, or even engage them in combat. There are at least 4 or 5 different books that I was in, with a lot of really different types of story-driven like narratives, and they're all different. Like this one was kind of like a steampunky world where they had a lot of robots, but they live out in the country. I really need to oil this chair. I apologize. I just need to buy a new one. And like this one over here, it's like, this was like one of the very first one. No, this is the 3rd book. Yeah, because you find a tortured man and you're trying to exit out the very end. But it's basically a puzzle game. Very well done. Very good. This game alone right here, I would say, is worth the whole cost of the entire thing. Okay, now it's the one that I've never seen before. Karma Zoo is about helping people working together and finding bliss in cooperation, especially when things go wrong. Make meaningful connections with completely random players online as they are all striving alongside you to earn the most precious resource of all, karma. That's okay. An interesting thing. So, a never-ending challenge. The loop is where you'll join a team of up to 10 random players around the world. Together, you'll tackle a series of increasingly challenging levels that adapt to the size of your team, the characters you play, and the perks you pick together. No 2 runs are alike, and the same when the players in the game itself are changing. So everybody can be a different character. Each character can do something different. So, doing good earns karma. Stick together or use your character's strengths or even sacrifice yourself, because helping one another is essential in the loop's deadly challenges. Every good thing you do, one way or another, earns you the sweet karma you'll use to unlock new characters and abilities for future loops. Local multiplayer too, that's probably the best part. I couldn't play this online. Next up, we have Hexarchy, a 4x deck builder? Huh. You know me and my deck building preferences. This does look really interesting. It's like a board game. 1 in 10 players, 45-60 minutes, 25% rage quits. But yeah, it's like a board game. Combines the best elements from deck builders, 4X strategy, and hex-based board games to create a truly unique experience. Build a deck to your own style, playing cards from your hand to perform actions on the board, construct your hexes to collect resources and broaden your empire, or play technology cards to expand your deck. Develop an economy which fuels your objectives, balancing the happiness of your civilization with the demands of war. So yeah, it's basically a deck builder, but it's a board game. It really is. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It seems really kind of cool and kind of fun to play. If you're playing by yourself, it might not be as fun, because it looks like it's kind of meant for a lot of people. Up next, we have... What is this? The Garden Life. A cozy simulator. I love cozy simulators. These are really... Okay, so it's a first-person garden simulator. A relaxed approach to gardening. I always kind of like those. right? Plant and nurture your dream garden using gardening techniques based in real life and adapted for everyone to enjoy. So we have plant seeds, leave them enough space to thrive, water, fertilize, and clip your plants to enhance their natural beauty, and nurture them to health. Discover different colorful varieties and unlock the full potential of each plant. Pull out all weeds or choose to leave some to protect plants from pests. Admire your plants in full bloom even through the challenging seasons. In garden life, all plants thrive no matter the time of year. Play the story mode or the creative mode. So there is a story mode. That's cool. In the story mode, you're in charge of an abandoned community garden and decide to roll up your sleeves to restore it to its former glory. Complete tasks given to you by your neighbors to earn rewards, unlock new tools, seeds, ornaments, and areas of the garden. Learn more about what lies behind this secluded spot. That's cool. Creative mode, you basically instantly lock every corner of your garden, including all the seeds and ornaments, and give free rein to your creativity. In this restriction-free mode, you can bring your dream designs to life. Natural plant growth. Procedural grant simulation developed specifically for the game ensures each plant grows in its own way. Each and every plant grows procedurally, and some adapt to their environment by climbing if planted close to certain objects. Freedom of placement. You can sell flowers. Nice. Head to the village square to sell flowers and bouquets at your stall and use the earnings to buy new seeds, ornaments, and tools in the shop. So yes, this looks to be a very good cozy simulator. I don't know why I got a 79%, but it is mostly positive. This looks really good. Yeah, I'd play this on a downtime. Yeah. All right. That looks to be the games for November so far. Our coupons are looks to be 50% off of the DLC for Lamplighters League and 65% off the Imperial Edition upgrade for Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. They've got if you're still a member, you get the 20% off, even brand new games. That's how I got Metaphor for as cheap as I did. And our charity for the month is Movember. Movember is dedicated to changing the perception of men's health. Their mission is to take on mental health and suicide, to testicular cancer, and prostate cancer. I am also one of those. Or three things of I just said. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. What are you kind of looking forward to? I do want to play some more cassette beats. I'll probably start over from that. Bookwalker would be a really good run-through to play. Garden Life I'll probably just play on my own. I really wish my non-blooded daughter was here, because I know that she would play that game completely when she could. But she is not, sadly. But I'm going to leave this video here. I still need to go to bed so I can work another 12-hour shift tonight. And hopefully soon I'll get back with some more videos that I actually need to do. I got some cool little demos to bring up that I still need to show you guys. Until then, please be kind to each other. Right now, especially after the election, there are a lot of people out there that are feeling it hard, that really have lost a lot of hope. And the saddest part is, all we can do now is wait and see. If I would love for a lot of I Told You shows to go through in the right manner than in the wrong manner. So hold those people in your heart. Realize that they're still human beings just like we are. And know that without unity and humanity, there's no way going forward. Love you guys.